Welcome to the Rediscover Korea video contest screening. My name is Susan and I will be your host today. Rediscover Korea video contest was organized to provide an opportunity for Canadians to explore Korean culture in Canada and tell their stories and experiences through the lens of cinematography. Rediscover Korea video contest is organized by the Consulate General of the Republic of Korea and Arirang Korea TV. Before we start with today's screening, first and foremost, I'd like to introduce Mr. Taekwon Kim, the Consul General of the Republic of Korea, for a word of welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Over 2 years have passed since the COVID-19 pandemic first compelled diplomacy to move online, and the new digital technology and the online platforms utilized during the pandemic transformed cultural diplomacy by overpowering us to travel wider and connect with a larger international audience in new ways. Today's event reflects this shift and how the adoption of digital technology offers new avenues for cross-cultural engagement and exchange. In today's era of social media and digital culture, Korea is the leading cultural powerhouse. The global popularity of Korea culture, known as the Korean Wave or Hallyu, has been amplified by a deeply passionate and connected global fan base. I am so proud to see so many fans here in Toronto, and the video contest was organized as a way of engaging with fans and showing our appreciation. Your interest and enthusiasm for Korean culture contributes to greater intercultural understanding and serves to strengthen the friendship between Korea and Canada. We have received many submissions over the past 2 months, and today we can watch all the videos together. I look forward to seeing all of your passion and creativity shine as you share your personal experience of Korean culture. I would also like to thank the dedicated team from Arirang Korea TV for your tremendous efforts in organizing this event, and especially to thank everyone who submitted a video. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kim, for your warm welcome. And at this time, I would like to introduce you to the program director from Arirang Korea TV, Mingu Kim, for his greetings.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for participation. We received a number of submissions this year, and the majority of submissions reflected the theme very well. So we are able to witness the vibrant Korean culture that can be found in Canada. So keep up the good work, and I have a few questions to ask during the Q&A session. So stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you, Mingu. And I would like to take this opportunity to mention and thank the partners of this event. So special partner, Toronto Smartphone Film Festival. Supporting partners, Seneca College and Monica Kim, CPA Professional Corporation. Media sponsor, Korea Daily Toronto. Community partners, Korean Canadian Cultural Association, the Korean Canadian Schools Association of Ontario. So today we have a lineup of 5 films to showcase virtually. There will be a Q&A session followed by an award ceremony right after the screening where you can meet the filmmakers and find out the winners of the awards. Speaking of awards, please keep in mind that you have a chance to participate in the Audience Choice Award. And at the end of the screening, you will need to select your favorite film and fill out the ballot link below the video for whoever to win the award. Okay, without a further ado, enjoy the films and I'll see you back after the screening.
Let's check out Korean culture in Toronto, Canada. First, let's visit the Korean sauna, or the jimjilbang. No filming in here, I guess. So after enjoying a soak in the hot tubs and the cold tubs and the sauna,
식혜 가나요?
식혜?
네.
Okay, here.
아, 고맙습니다.
I go for some shike, which is a sweet rice drink. Once inside, there are many different rooms, each with a different temperature. Some are ice cold, some are very hot. And the walls are generally made of different kinds of stone. And did I mention, the pillows are made of wood. In this room, the floor is made of salt. In this room, agates, amethyst, and other minerals. In this room, jade is embedded in the wall. The ice room is pretty self-explanatory. Come here to cool down before stepping into here at 98 degrees Celsius. 오늘은 공부 하나날. But let's have some bibimbap first. Rice mixed with veggies and an egg on top. In downtown Toronto, near the intersection of Spadina and Dundas, is the Owl of Minerva. I really recommend the jjajangmyeon, which is large noodles in a black bean sauce with lots of veggies.
Have you been to Korea?
Yes, I used to live in Ilsan in Gyeonggi-do.
I'm from Seoul.
So what part of Korea is this food from?
All over the place, actually, this is very, very traditional food in Korea. So everybody likes this food. So
Yeah.
not even the rich person, not even the poor person. So everybody knows this food, and they love this.
Yeah, it's very healthy too, lots of vegetables. So
Yeah.
I go there to be a little bit nostalgic. It's cheaper than a flight ticket, and the food is pretty good. Well, I'd love to show you more of South Korean culture in my city, but that's all for now.
thank you. I'll see you again. Yeah, bye. You too.
고맙습니다, and 맛있게 먹어요. 가자.
저는 작년에 캐나다 영주권자가 되었고 온 지는 3년 반을 지나고 있는 진아입니다. 저는 지금 3개월 차 스타벅스에서 바리스타 일을 하고 있습니다. 아, 힘든데 재밌어요. 언제 외국인이랑 한번 일해보겠어요. 저는 대학교 졸업 후에 친구들이랑 같이 미국 여행 갔다가 경유지가 토론토인 거예요. 근데 때마침 친언니가 여기서 살기도 했고 그래서 처음에는 한 달 반 정도 놀러 올 생각이었는데 어쩐지 3년 반이 지나고 있네요. 토론토에서 노는 것은 사실 한국에 있을 때랑 별로 다르지 않아요. 왜냐면 사람들은 다 똑같으니까요. 그냥 맛있는 거 먹고 좋은 사람들이랑 만나고 그렇게 재밌게 놀면서 지내고 있습니다. 여기는 굉장히 다양한 나라에서 온 이민자들이 많기 때문에 문화적인 다양성들이 있고 서로 이렇게 많이 다르다 보니까 서로를 이해해주고 좀 포용해주는 범위가 한국보다는 조금 문화적으로는 많은 것 같아요. 자유롭다? 오히려 외국에서 살아보니까 서울에 대해서 더 잘 이해하게 된 것 같아요. 제 자신에 대해서 잘 아는 것처럼 서울의 좋은 점도 알게 되고 서울보다 여기가 더 나은 점도 알게 되고 그래서 좋아하게 됐어요. 와서 길거리 다니면서 한국말을 굉장히 많이 들어요. 그럴 때가 많아요. 그래도 바베큐 식당만큼은 한국이랑 거의 비슷한 것 같아요. 삼겹살이랑 반찬들이랑 또 쌈 싸 먹으면서 소맥도 한 잔씩 하고 그러면은 정말 한국에 와 있는 기분이 들곤 하죠. 당연히 그리운 부분이 있죠. 아무래도 어린 시절을 공유한 친구도 없고 저를 많이 아는 사람들도 많이 없고 그래도 여기 같은 생각을 가지고 온 한국 친구들도 많고 한국 식당도 다른 나라에 비해 많은 편이라 그냥 뭐 한국 사람들이랑 한국 식당에서 밥 먹으면은 그냥 한국에 있는 기분이 들기도 해요. 그럴 때는 그냥 여기가 한국인지 캐나다인지 모를 때가 많죠. 홈리스 분이 그냥 지나가는 사람들과 같이 체스 경기를 두고 있더라고요. 근데 그 모습이 굉장히 한국에서는 보지 못하게 피하지 않고 자유롭게 소통하는 게 되게 신기했어요. 나이가 많아도 새로운 일을 할 수 있고 일단 자연이 많다는 거, 하늘이 되게 넓고 나무가 푸르르 나는 거. 그거는 언제 가장 한국이 그리운지.
유튜브에서 먹방 보고
토론토의 서울은 뭐라고 생각하시는지.
제가 토론토에 서울은 못 가고 토론토에 경기도 못 갔어요.
(1960년에는) 토론토에 살고 있는 한국인이 약 100 있었습니다. 1966년 6월 할아버지가 한국을 떠난 다음에 토론토에 왔습니다. 1960년대 많은 한국들이 코리아타운에 정착하여 사업을 시작했습니다. 코리아타운은 블루워 바스스에서 크리스티까지 지역에 위치해 있습니다. 토론토 첫 번째 한국 식료품점은 721 palmerston 스트리트 있었습니다. 저 부모님은 캐나다에 처음 왔을 때 그 가게에서 식료품을 산 적이 있다고 하십니다. 지금은 문을 닫았지만 같은 가족이 페트 슈퍼마켓이라는 한국 마트를 여러 개 식료품점을 소유하고 있습니다. 요즘은 코리아타운의 민영실 위리어 매장, 식료품점 등 많은 기업이 있습니다. 한국 식당 먹고 싶으면 감자탕, 떡볶이 하고 비빔밥을 시켰어요. 저는 좋아하는 음식은 냉면입니다. 저는 매운 음식을 좋아하니까 입맛에 잘 맞습니다. 많은 한인 이민자들은 사업을 하는 편이에요. 특히 1970년대와 1980년대는 많은 한국 이민자들이 편의점을 소유한 것으로 유명했습니다. 김신의 프로그램은 인기 텔레비전 프로그램입니다. 토론토에서 가게를 운영하는 한국 부부의 이야기입니다. 토론토 한인회는 1980년에 문을 처음 열었습니다. 나중에 토론토 한인회는 1996년 레슬리 스트리트 1120으로 이사했습니다. 특별한 행사를 위해 한인 커뮤니티가 모이는 곳입니다. 한국 무용 레슨도 여기에서 받을 수 있습니다. 저는 거기 가본 적이 있어요. 거기 태권도 토너먼트를 하라고 가십니다. 요즘은 많은 한국인들이 윌러델 코리아타운 노스 살고 있습니다. 셰퍼드에서 스틸까지 영 스트리트에 위치해 있습니다. 많은 한국 이민자들이 1960년대 이쪽으로 이동했습니다. 많은 한국 레스토랑, 버블티 가게, 노래방, 한국 식료품점이 있습니다. 갤러리의 인기 있는 슈퍼마켓입니다. 김치살하고 다른 한국 음식을 살려면 갤러리에 갈만해요. 요즘 토론토의 한국 인기는 더 커졌습니다. 토론토에는 5만 5천 명 이상의 한국 사람이 살고 있습니다. 많은 외국인들이 K-POP을 좋아하니까 요즘 한국 문화가 세상에서 인기를 잃는 것 같아요.
그래 저 그게 뭐였는지 알아? 뭐였는데요?
아이고 내 전화 그렇지 야야야야 우리 서로가 모르는 게 없는 사이인걸 이토록 많이 나나나나나 나나나나나 우리 사이 비밀 따위 있으니 없는 걸
That's the only.
괜찮아 루안이 루안이 괜찮아 엄마 아빠 숨쉬어
아니 아빠 오지 말라 그래야겠다. 아니 왜 와? 내가 이쁘다 그랬잖아. 아니 못 들었어 문자?
6, 7, 8.
뭐가 좋아?
나는 이거 너무 뜨거. 아빠 엄마가
맛있어?
Welcome back, everyone, and I hope you all enjoy the films. Just a quick reminder again, please use a ballot link below to participate in the Audience Choice Award. You need to select one of your favorite film that you watched today. And before we start the Q&A, I'd like to ask the filmmakers to introduce themselves individually. And I'm going to call out your first name and the name of your film, and then you will be telling me, if you want to tell me your full name, that's great. You can tell me your full name, and then we would like to know what your favorite Korean food is and where you would like to visit in Korea right now if you have the chance, and how did you hear about the event? Okay, so I'm going to start with David, who produced Korean Canadian Stuff with Dave. Canada Damapasa. Dave?
Hi, yes, thank you, Susan. Hello, everyone. So yes, my story, I was teaching English in Ilsan in Gyeonggi-do for 1 year. And after 1 year of teaching, I went for a hike along the Baekdu-daegan, starting in Jirisan to Mungyong-up. And wow, I miss Korea. So in Toronto, I like to go out for Korean food and even to the Jimjilbang in North York. But let's see. Yeah, so my favorite Korean food would be just an easy one off the top of my head, kimbap. But let's see. And if I could go anywhere, I've never been to Busan. I would love to go to Busan. And sorry, your third question?
Oh, and the third question is, how did you hear about us?
Right. I believe it was through social media. So yeah, and then I was already, fairly engaged in a few Korean venues in Toronto. I'd like to be more engaged. I'd like to go to some more cultural events and that sort of thing. So yes, that's all from me. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. Next we have Xian from Korean Hip.
Hello, how are you? My name is Gina Chong and Do Young Yoon. Yeah, we graduate school in Korea. So we've been here 3 years before. And first reason to came here is we start working holiday in Toronto. And I got here last year, and she's still in 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 months. She's been here 3 months ago. Yeah, and my best Korean food is Korean beef barbecue, of course. And when I have a chance to go back in Korea, I will definitely visit Jeju Island. Sorry about the music. It's raining outside. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, basically, so did you hear us about us on social media, or did you hear about us somewhere else?
Oh, yeah, social media, in Instagram. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And next we have Michael, who produced the Korean Canadian community in Toronto.
Hello, my name is Michael. Yeah, so I did my video on the Korean community in Toronto. If I had to go back to Korea, I want to go back to Seoul because I like Seoul. My favorite Korean dish is probably jjampong, and I heard about this through my professor.
Great, thank you so much for that information. And the next we have is Hydia, who created Rediscover Korea in Toronto.
Hello, my name is Hidayah. My favorite created Jeju Island, and I heard about this through Instagram.
Great, thank you so much. And I'm sorry that I mispronounced your name. I will say it's Hidayah, right? Okay, thank you so much for that. Great, and last we have Hong Il-jun from Lost and Found. Do we have Hong Il-jun?
Yeah.
Oh.
My English name is Paul. And well, my favorite food would be I think Rediscover, which is well, I came here when I was 14, and it took me 25 years to go back to Korea just to visit. So, and it was the first food I ever tasted for there. So it was a pretty good experience for me. So next time if I get a chance to visit, it'd be Daegu. I think there was the where my mother-in-law resides. And I heard this event from I think Instagram.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. It seems like social media is like the way to go nowadays, since most of you guys have heard of us through social media. But I know that there are a lot of Korean language schools across Ontario that you may have heard us from. And I think Michael also said that. He heard it from his professor. So yeah, I mean, there's so much Korean culture in Canada that we can actually experience and also to get involved with. And there are many Korean community events that you can get involved with as well in Toronto. So there's one that's coming up for the Hot Harvest Festival at Molassman Square. And then I think there's one also coming at the Korean Canadian Cultural Association. There are so many events and cultural aspects that we can enjoy in Canada, although we can't be in Korea right now. So thank you so much for introductions. And I'm gonna just go straight right into my first question for you guys. I can call out names, or you guys can, if you have something that you want to say first, you're more than welcome to. You could use your raise hand sign or on your Zoom, or you could just raise your hand because I can see you, all of you on the screen, and you can answer questions as we go. So I think the first question for you would be, what was your motivation to rediscover Korea? In other sense, what was your motivation to explore Korean culture in Toronto? Let's start with, anybody want to start? If we have a volunteer, we'll start with a volunteer. If not, I'll just call out a name. Oh, we have Darren. Oh, no, it's Michael.
No, sorry. It's David. I'm just actually on a computer at work, so it's logged me in as Darren. But
oh, sorry. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay, go for it.
Right. Well, I just think many people in Toronto, of course, they know what sushi is. Of course, they know what Chinese Canadian food is. But I really feel that Korean culture is overlooked and underappreciated. Actually, many Japanese restaurants are run by Koreans. And I think as somebody who experienced Korean culture, I would really love to introduce more people to Korean culture. Really, I made the video just because I really do enjoy it. It adds a little bit of spice, a little bit of diversity. Yeah, especially during winter, nothing beats Korean food. So when I saw the ad on social media, I thought, why not just bring a camera and go and do the things that I usually do associated with Korean culture. So that was my motivation. Thank you.
Perfect. Anyone volunteering next? Hidayah, do you want to try maybe answering the first question?
Yeah, so what motivated me is this summer I wanted to experience trying more Korean food and going to see different movies and learning more about the history. So this kind of gave me a great motivation to make.
Great, thank you. And we can go to Paul.
Yeah, as for me, it was it's a bit of quite opposite. Because I'm Korean, so I'm trying to. Instead of rediscover Korea within Toronto, we are trying to stay connected with Korea, especially for my kids. I have 3 kids, and all 3 of them were born in Canada. So it was important for us to let them know where their roots came from. I don't necessarily want them to try to be more Korean. Toronto is known for all diversity and multiculturalism. So it was great. It was great for them to let them know of what their colors are. So when they grow up, they can show who they are more, or discover who they are more. So that was more my intention, and all the content that I created, it was for my kids. So when they look, they're still very young. So when they look back, they know where they were, what they were doing, and what they enjoyed the most. So that was the intention for me.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. No, that's very deep. Yeah. As Korean Canadian myself, I think I have similar thoughts, and I connect to what you're saying. So that's great to hear. Thank you so much for that. Next, can we have Gina? Do you want to maybe answer this question?
Oh, okay. When I came here first thing, I'm very surprised is there are so many Koreans in here, and they really keep our own culture in Canada. So that was really quite interesting for me, and I want to make a story of the Korean in different country, which is kind of struggling and surviving themselves, and they miss their hometown, and they keep strict in their own culture. Yeah, they it's not it doesn't represent all of the Koreans. So but I have to tell the like sorry about this, like who doesn't familiar to in Canada's culture. Yeah. That was my motivation.
Okay. Great. Yeah, I think there's definitely a different perspective if you have just arrived in Canada and experienced Korean culture, and then if you have lived here for a while, and then discovering the different cultures, and then you're finding Korean culture among so many different cultures that are available here. So it's definitely a different experience. Thank you so much. And last but not least, Michael.
Hi, so I actually did this video because it was a part of my final project for my Korean course, but I just thought that it would be interesting to see the history behind the Korean culture in Canada or in Toronto, because my grandparents, they came to Canada and they're like one of the first wave. So I just want to learn more about their history.
That's right. So yes, the first Korean immigrants, I believe they were here approximately 60, 70 years ago. And it has changed quite a bit since then. And I think showing the history of the Korean culture in Canada is very fascinating, and how it has developed very quickly in a very short time. And I think Korean Canadians make a very significant contribution to the Canadian culture now that we have, and something that we should all, I think, be proud of if you're Korean Canadian, and something that we could all support as Canadians. So thank you so much for that. My second question for you guys is, were there any interesting things you found out while you're shooting your video, and were there some challenges? And anybody want to take a first shot at this question? Interesting things that you have encountered, or any challenges that you have encountered while you're shooting? No volunteers? Going once, going twice. Okay, then let's start with, Hidayah, do you want to start maybe with this question?
Yes, I can start. I was just thinking about the interesting aspect was probably that there's actually so much, I guess, events going on with Korean culture in the city of Toronto. Like my first time attending Korean Film Festival was this summer, and it was really fun watching the movies. And I wasn't aware of it in previous years. And also the challenging part was, I think, like editing, because it's my first time like making a video. So everything was new to me. Yeah, that would be the challenging part.
Okay, yeah, for first time videographers, and that's what I'm going to call you guys, right? You guys are now videographers. And so it's very challenging I don't know, I think most of you probably use your phones or maybe like a mobile device that you shot with, and it can be very challenging since you guys are moving and everything just happens really quickly around the city. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Anybody else want to take the next question? Oh, thank you. Yes.
Sure. So really for this video, I had the chance to explore a few Korean restaurants, and just an interesting thing was to find what I thought was the most authentic one. You know, having lived and traveled around Korea, I found the Owl of Minerva on Spadina and Dundas. It was closed off, and it just had that feeling of sort of a rural Korean restaurant. So it was that was interesting. Let's see, and also speaking with the owner of the Jim Jilbang in North York, the challenges of operating sort of something that is not the Canadian tradition, but within Canada, and working with the government and all of those bureaucracies to make something that nobody really understands. That was also fascinating, and I wish I could have included more of that. I am not a first-time videographer. I've made many documentaries in the past, but it was a unique experience flying my drone around sort of an industrial area in the GTA. I have never done that before, but yeah. Well, that's all for me. It was a good experience.
Did you encounter any issues with the drone that you were using? Not have liked the experience?
Actually, no. And it is an undersized drone, so it is legal for me to fly it without a license. And most people are okay with it, actually.
Great. Thank you so much. And next, do we have anyone else that want to? Okay. So the beauty of online Q&As is internet disruptions. So we just need to be a little bit more patient. Great. Welcome back. Okay. Anybody else want to answer the question next? Or should I just? Okay, let's have Gina.
Okay, I'll start. So at first our sub-theme was Korean hipster, which means the Korean who keeps their own culture even they live in different countries. But after that, we think that's so simple because we don't want to show just simple Korean food or Korean movie or culture in this country. We want to add more meaning of that. So we made a conclusion that the person who like Korea or familiar with Korean culture, even if the other country people and or second generation Korean in here, living here, so they all represent the Korea itself. So yeah, that was that was that I want to say through the video.
Great. Thank you. All right, Michael.
I think just for my video, it was interesting to see how many Korean places there were, like Korean restaurants and cultural heritage places. But the most challenging part was filming in winter, and it was really cold because I kept screwing up the lines. So I think that was the most challenging aspect of my video.
So did you have to keep trying to like practice your pronunciation and stuff like that while you were filming because it was so cold?
Yeah, it was that, and also my professor wanted us to memorize all the lines. So I kept mixing them up with different lines. And also people are just looking, wondering what I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah, so when you were filming, and was it your first time speaking that much Korean all at once?
It was, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that definitely would have been a challenge for you personally,
It was
right?
definitely a challenge, yes.
But I'm sure it was also a very like a proud moment where you actually were able to go through that, right?
Yeah.
Great, thank you. I think we still have Paul.
Yeah, one of the challenging things for me was to capture was what the video was based set in lifestyle vlog style, and for my three children. And most challenging thing I think it was trying to capture the most natural moment, and because I didn't want them to act or anything, so I had to wait for the right moment and capture the right time. So it was challenging with the time. It was very time consuming. So I was just waiting for the right moment for them to do the right thing. But I couldn't tell them to do stuff. I just had to, based on luck, wait for them to do something. And also I want them to merge in with their Korean culture, and especially for my kids, or their first birthday moment, 돌잔치, and we were trying to capture the most athletic moments as possible, not just for the competition, but also for the photo album, like photo album, where they can look back and watch what they did and what they had, because I'm sure they're not going to remember a thing from that day. So that was a challenging thing for me, just capturing the right moment at the right time.
Great, thank you. Yeah, so I think filming with children, especially young children, and filming with animals would be, I think, one of the biggest challenges for anybody, whether you are, professional or amateur, or first time starting. So good for you for trying to put all three children in it as naturally as possible without directing or giving them any directions of what you want them to do. But I think that's definitely a challenge on its own, other than the actual filming and editing, I think. So yeah, so great job, guys. Thank you for sharing with us your challenges, your interesting moments, and your motivations. Mingo, do you have any other questions you want to ask the filmmakers?
Yes. So I'm just wondering if you guys have a team of filmmakers or crew, or do you shoot your own film? And I'm also wondering what kind of gear did you guys use to make this film? So what was the process like?
Okay, maybe we could start with, Paul, sure.
It was quite simple for me. I use iPhone as a main capturing, and it's 4K, so it's pretty okay. And I use Premiere Pro for my video editing, and my daily job is music production. So all the music part is my forte. So I don't need, crew will be my casting, my three kids, and other than that, it'll be just one woman's job.
Great. So you're a music producer. So all the music that you created, that you had it on the video, was produced by yourself. Yes. And then the video and the editing.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. Next. Do we have someone else that want to volunteer to answer Mingo's question? Yes, David.
Right. So my
production, I kept it incredibly simple. I do have access to bigger gear, but I was shooting by myself, so I actually shot on a Samsung, and let's see, and then of course I had my small drone, which shoots in 4K, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the results. I wish the resolution could be a bit better on the from the handphone, but it has a kind of casual feel, and I'm fine with that.
Great. So we have two phones that were shot that were used to shoot the film. So one was an iPhone and one was a Samsung. Great. Next. Anybody want to volunteer? Next. Gina?
We use iPhone and we shooting with my friends. We all are 3%. 2 are graduate in they studied movie and I graduate design. So we decide to make very fun film by ourselves. Yeah, that's all. And we use Premiere too.
Okay, so it's a team of 3 friends with Premiere and a phone. Okay. Great. All right, next, Michael, did you already go, Michael?
I didn't.
No, you didn't.
I just used my Samsung phone, and I used this like a tripod for some shots, and for other shots I just propped it up against like a wall or something, and I just did selfie mode for some of them. So yeah, it's pretty solo.
Okay, so then it was still a one-man show then, right? Then
Yes,
you're
I think for some shots I asked my friends to help, but I don't know if I ended up using those shots. So yeah.
Okay, great, thank you. And I think Hidayah is next.
Yes. So I also used an iPhone to shoot, and I had my friend help me with some videos. And I got some advice from her for which like editing software to use. So she recommended CapCut, and I found that pretty like beginner friendly for editing software, and it was pretty easy to use.
All right, great, thank you. So it seems like everyone likes using their phones to shoot their videos. And I know David said he used a drone, but I think basically the main device was a phone. So, I mean, maybe it's a great opportunity that you can create another smartphone film and submit to the Smartphone Film Festival, who is also our partner for this event. That might be an idea that's coming down maybe for 2023. So I'm just going to leave that out there for now. Mingo, do you have any other questions you want to ask, or are we?
Yeah, so my last question would be, so after this film, do you guys have any plans to make another film? Probably, perhaps a sequel. So if you guys have any kind of plans, so can you tell us a bit about it?
Yes, Paul.
Yeah, actually, this video was part of our episode for lifestyle vlog. I mean, we constantly shoot like a vlog every week or 2 weeks, as for the as a collage of our again my children's lifestyle. So yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for about a year now. So even after the competition, I mean, apart from the competition, the episode will still go on. So there will be more videos after that as well.
Great. All right. Hidayah, I'm gonna give you a chance right now. So I don't have you at the end again.
Yeah, I think I plan on filming more, making more videos. I'm thinking of doing like more like travel vlogs or like filming new experiences. yeah, this was like a really great opportunity to like try out something new. And I found I really liked making videos, so I want to keep it going.
Great. Michael.
I don't know if I'll actually film another video because this was like only for my course. But maybe if I go to Korea or feel like one day I could, like if the Korean community changes, I might do a part 2. But as of right now, I'm not too sure because this was only for my Korean course.
All right. And I think we have wait, David and Gina is left, I think. So who wants to take the next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll just jump in there. Sorry. Well, yeah, I schooled in film and television at the Toronto Film School, and I've been making documentaries for at least 15 years. I would love to make something more involved about either Korean culture or a variety of other interests. I am a university student, so I'm quite busy, but I would absolutely be open to collaborating with some of you because I shot what I shot solo by myself, and that's not the best way to go. So yes, but I have no plans for the immediate future to shoot anything about Korean culture. No.
Okay, thank you. And last but not least, Gina.
Okay, so 2 of us are interested in movie area, so maybe they have a plan in their own job. But for me, I have a plan to study animation. So it was one day I can film more. Yeah, it was my part of experiencing, and that was really fun. Thanks for giving us the chance.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, I mean, so Dave is looking for more people that he could collaborate with, and Gina's gonna be studying animation, and so maybe there could be like an animation movie or a video or a show that you guys can collaborate too. But whether it has to do with Korean culture or not, I hope you guys are continuing to create something that is of interest. And hopefully we'll see more of your stuff in the future. Now, I think that's the end of our Q&A session, and now we are going into our award ceremony. So it's going to be a small award ceremony online, but still, it's better than nothing. If we were in person, obviously we'll have a lot more interesting moments, I guess, to share. But this is what we have now. So in our award ceremony, we have obviously the first and second and third place, as well as we have the Best Cinematography Award and the Audience Choice Award. So we do have 5 categories of awards that were selected by a member of our juries that also worked with the Toronto Smartphone Film Festival. And then we were also working with the Consulate General office, and as well as Arirang Korea. So there are a few different organizations and members that were involved in choosing our final winners. The first award I want to talk about is the Audience Choice Award. So we will not be announcing the Audience Choice Award obviously today because we need to have people actually vote for their favorite films. Okay, and so the first award that I want to announce today is the Best Cinematography Award. And the award prize is the Iographer Multi-Case for mobile phones. And this award goes to a film that had the best, I guess, images, whether it was, still or moving. I guess in general, it's the best cinematography altogether. And the winner for the Best Cinematography Award goes to Lost and Found by Paul June. So congratulations. And I wish we had like a sound or something we can turn on, but congratulations on your on your award for Best Cinematography. Thank you. Yes. I know we're all muted, so yes, thank you for the signs. That's great. Thank you so much. Okay, the next is the third place. So third place is a cash prize of $200. And the third place goes to, I wish we had a drum roll, but it goes to the Korean Canadian community in Toronto, produced by Michael. Congratulations. And thank you for participating. Yay. So I see all these now hand signs. Okay, great. And our next prize is a second place. And second place is also another cash prize of $350. And the second prize goes to, so Canadian Korean stuff with Dave, Canada Rababasa. How do you say that in full? Canada Rababasa, is that how you say it?
That's right. Yeah, Canada Mabasa. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.
I wasn't sure where to put a gap, or I should say it all at once. But I like the name. Thank you and congratulations.
고맙습니다. Thank you so much.
고맙습니다. And okay, so the final, first place. The first place is a $500 cash prize. And this one was selected with one of the highest scores, I think, but it definitely won over with the theme, the overall theme of the Korean culture and overall make of the video, and the contents suit best with the video contest that we are hosting. And the first place goes to, I think I have to do a small drum roll here. Okay, so the first place goes to Korean Hip by Gina and Shiun. So congratulations on your win. Yeah, it was, I watched all the films. I actually enjoyed every single one of them myself. And I just really love the fact that everyone had different experiences, the viewpoints, the way you guys I guess aimed at the theme. They were very different, which was really nice. And it wasn't the ordinary sort of videos that I was expecting, so which was also nice as well. So thank you so much for participating, and congratulations to all the winners. And just because you didn't win first prize, it doesn't mean it's over, because we still have the Audience Choice Award, right? So we still have that coming up on the day of the screening. And I just want to make a final reminder to all of you to participate in the ballot and bring as many friends and families to the online screening as possible. And hopefully they may have a contribution to your award ceremony as well. So there's something that you can keep in mind. And we also do have a survey of our contest online as well. So we will be with the Audience Choice Award on the same day. So there's an Audience Choice Award ballot and a survey that you can participate in to tell us how you feel and what your experiences were like with the video contest. So I would like to thank all the participants for competing in the contest and for attending today's Q&A session. And congratulations to all the winners once again. And I would like to thank the organizers and partners for supporting the Rediscover Korea video contest. And I hope you will continue to support and explore Korean culture and make more intriguing videos in the future. Have a great day, everyone. And thank you so much for being with us today.